Love this podcast? Support this show through the Acast supporter feature. It's up to you how much you give, and there's no regular commitment. Just hit the link in the show description to support now.
Do you know why we watch this movie? Well, neither do we. We talk all about Hotel Transylvania 3 in this week's episode of Cognitive Recalibration. Hi everyone, and welcome to the Cognitive Recalibration podcast, where we talk about a movie a week, but usually we end up talking about other random stuff. As usual, I'm your host Shravan. I've got my co-host Taran here with me in person once again.
Hey everyone.
He's back from Hobart.
Yeah, because big movie this week. So
yeah, massive movie this week, so we thought he'd come all the way up from Hobart just to watch Hotel Transylvania 3.
Yes.
The event movie of the year.
That's the only reason I came down. I'm here for no other reason. I just wanted to watch Hotel Transylvania 3 with everyone.
We'll have a review of that a little bit later in the podcast, but if you're here
excited.
Yeah, we're very excited. If you're here just for that, you can look at the timestamps in the description and head straight to that time if you want to listen just to our review. But as usual,
so many people that just want to listen to our review of Hotel Transylvania 3.
Well, apparently it's out in America a little bit later as well, so we're going to be one of the first reviews on the internet.
I feel special. Yeah, I really do.
But yes, if you want to just listen to our review, head straight to that timestamp. But as usual, we'll have our news segment before our review. There isn't that much news this week either.
I would say our news segment's more news/talking shit for about an hour.
Yeah. And you will get a lot of that in this episode.
So that's our first segment, news/talking shit. Do we have much news?
So we can start off with the Spider-Man 2, or Spider-Man Homecoming 2. It's got a title now.
Yeah.
It was revealed by Tom Holland in an Instagram
I think it was his
post.
Instagram live.
Yeah. So he ended up holding up an iPad with the script, and it had Spiderman Far From Home as the title, and apparently so they're about to start shooting that.
Yeah, apparently it was accidental, but I think he just did it on purpose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they put it up to him.
Yeah, they're like, oh, just do this. It'll be a funny way to reveal the title. So,
Far From Home, apparently it's going to be shot in Europe and London.
Yeah.
So maybe he has a school excursion overseas and he has to do Spider-Man stuff while he's there.
Basically. It doesn't reveal a whole lot, I guess.
Or maybe the script is just like he turns the page on the iPad and it's just Spider-Man is dead. And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Don't feel too good, Mr. Stark. It's just a 1 hour video of ashes just floating through Titan. That's about it.
Yeah. But obviously he comes back.
Far from home.
Yeah, he's definitely far from home if he's dead.
Yeah, dead. It's a great movie. I think this is the script.
Yeah, I think we've got it. So he's obviously going to come back. When's the movie coming out? Next year, right?
I think they're starting shooting now. It hasn't been given a release date, but I think it's 2019.
Sometime. Okay. Yeah, there's not much to say. Is there going to be another MCU character in it?
Don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Possibly. Yeah.
Hopefully.
I would like a Doctor Strange Spider-Man crossover.
I would like a Benedict Wong and Spider-Man crossover. I think those characters really gel together real well.
Has he met Spider-Man? He has, right?
He has, yeah.
Like very briefly.
Very briefly. Either Benedict Wong or, let's see, do you know the villain in Thor: The Dark World? I want him to come back and do a team-up movie with Spider-Man.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that guy's dead, though.
Nah, come back to life. They use the Infinity Stones and like, oh, who should we bring back?
And they bring that guy back.
The
first guy they bring back is him.
Yeah.
It's like, should we bring back Spider-Man? Nah.
It's like, oh, Black Panther? Nah, let's bring back...
Malekith.
Yeah. All of them don't even know him except Thor. Thor's just like, this is the one. This is the guy we need to bring back.
Okay. But I think there will be some crossover with the character. Just don't know which one. If Captain America survives, it'd be good to have Captain America.
It would be good with Captain America, but I don't know if Chris Evans will do any more movies, so...
Like, at all. He won't do any movie. Like, he's going to retire.
He's retiring.
Yeah.
He's going to become a recluse. He'll live in his mansion.
Become a farmer?
Yeah, he'll become a farmer. He'll chop wood with his bare hands.
He's got plenty of practice with that.
Yeah, he's got plenty of practice, and basically he'll just never come back to movies ever again.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the rumor.
Okay. Well, we'll keep you updated on that
Yeah.
rumor. I think that's all for that news. Was there anything else?
No.
There was the potential Morbius movie starring Jared Leto.
I think it's been confirmed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Jared Leto's definitely...
Yeah, Jared Leto confirmed it.
Oh, okay. So is it going to be Joker and Morbius?
Yeah, so it's going to be on... Well, technically it's not MCU, but it's like...
It's a Spider-Verse without Spider-Man.
Yeah. So Spider-Verse and DC character. So he's in the two worst extended universes at the moment.
Well, Spider-Man actually has the best villains out of all the Marvel characters.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So maybe
He isn't a villain though. He's like a anti-hero. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, apparently Venom's also an anti-hero.
Venom's an anti-hero as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe they're going to make these movies as standalones, and if they're actually good, they'll include them in the MCU.
I don't know if they'll do it in the MCU though. Even if Venom's good, I don't know if he can show up in the MCU.
So he's a vampire, right?
Yeah, I think he's like Dracula.
Okay. We just saw a movie about Dracula.
Yeah. There is a Dracula in the MCU as well.
Yeah, an actual Dracula. Yeah.
But I think he's kind of like that. I'm not exactly sure.
Someone was saying it might be like a horror movie.
That would be cool.
We might see Jared Leto in a good comic book movie.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen Jared Leto in much. He's been in that Blade Runner movie, which I haven't seen.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good, apparently.
He's alright. Is he going to commit to this character and start drinking blood?
Yes. Yes. I want him to do that.
Yeah.
Totally go into character.
So that'll be interesting. No news on when it's coming out or anything.
No.
So this, along with Silver and Black and Venom and Silk.
Silk. We talked about Silk
Sense.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're all going to be part of these extended Spider-Man movies that don't feature Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, maybe they will feature Spider-Man if it's good.
Will it be Tom Holland Spider-Man or some other Spider-Man?
I think Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Okay.
There's a rumor Tom Holland Spider-Man may show up in Venom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently he was on sets.
So that would be cool if he showed up. Hopefully it's good.
Okay. What else do we have in terms of news?
Doctor Strange 2.
Yes,
confirmed.
Doctor Strange 2 has been confirmed.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch is back.
I think so.
You'd hope so.
That part hasn't been confirmed. So Doctor Strange 2 is happening, but it could be that movie we're hoping for with Benedict Wong and Spider-Man coming together.
Could be.
He takes over the mantle of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorcerer Supreme.
No, he becomes Doctor Strange.
So he's actually changes his name to Doctor
Changes his name
Strange.
to Doctor Strange. He puts white makeup on and grows the goatee and beard out. Loses a lot of weight. And he becomes Doctor
It's ready, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know how they always cast white people in Asian roles? This will be the other way around. They cast an Asian person in a white role.
Okay, looking forward to it.
Yeah. It will be...
And it's directed by Michael Bay?
Yeah. Exactly. He's making his MCU debut. Promo art for Avengers 4.
So it is directed by Scott Derrickson, right?
Don't have a director.
Oh, okay. So it might be a different director.
It could be, but
Okay.
it most likely will be Scott Derrickson.
We don't want to if people who listen to this, they were like, Michael Bay is directing Doctor Strange too, and Benedict Wong is going to be Doctor Strange.
Benedict Wong is going to be Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Everyone look for it. Hashtag Benedict Wong for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
So Avengers 4 leaked promo art. Nothing much on it. It's just got Captain America without a beard.
All right.
So
Apparently the title for Avengers 4 isn't going to come out till after the trailer for Captain Marvel, the first trailer.
Yeah. It still might be a while before we find... Captain Marvel first trailer will come out later this year. Probably like November.
Will it be that late?
I think so.
Okay. It's coming out in March.
Yeah, remember how long it took for...
Black Panther?
The Black Panther trailer to come out? Yeah, so nothing much in terms of anything new with that promo art.
So when will we get an Avengers 4 trailer?
Avengers 4. We got We got an Avengers
Infinity War
trailer pretty soon after the Black Panther one. Yeah, so I think it might be a bit
end
similar.
of this year, probably.
There is the new Predator trailer.
Yes, which you watched. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. It looks okay.
So it's a Shane Black.
Shane Black. I like
film.
Shane Black movies.
Iron Man 3?
I don't mind Iron Man 3. It's not the worst.
Okay. I heard Nice Guys is pretty good.
Have you seen Nice Guys?
No.
It's funny. It's good.
Yeah.
And have you seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
No.
That's good as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen many of his movies.
That's the only ones I've seen. Is that all his movies? I think that might be... Oh, he's done other ones in the
Must
past.
have done other ones, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah.
This is a bit different. So sci-fi.
Sci-fi. Yeah, so from the trailer, it looks like the Predator comes to Earth to hunt people, but then there's this, like, super Predator that's hunting the Predator.
So who's the good guy?
The good guys are the humans.
So what about the Predator and the Super Predator?
So the Predator's hunting humans,
Yeah.
and the super Predator's hunting the Predator.
So the Super Predator's good.
No. The super Predator will kill humans as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
But,
humans
like-
can't do anything.
Well, the humans are pretty shit, yeah, from what I can see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Lots of people don't like it. The concept.
Who made the Super Predator?
I don't know. Super Predator's apparently in one of the other Predator movies. I think AVP.
Okay.
But everyone knows that's a shit movie. I haven't seen it, but everyone hates it. I'm expecting this to be, like, just a fun movie. It's got a pretty good cast.
Who's in it?
It's got Boyd Halbrook.
The bad guy from Logan?
Logan.
Yeah.
It's got, what's that guy's name? Sterling K. Brown.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about Sterling K. Brown for some other reason.
Green Lantern.
Yeah, Green Lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got him. It's got Olivia Munn, Keegan Michael. Oh, what's his name? Well, K. They call him K. Do you know the guy who directed Get Out?
Oh, yeah. John Peel.
Not him, but his friend. It's the other black guy. They used to do shorts together.
Yeah,
Keegan something.
Keegan and Peel, right? That's their
Yeah.
show.
Yeah.
I think it's Keegan.
Keegan. He's actually in this movie that we just watched.
Oh, he's in
Yeah,
Hotel
he's in
Transylvania.
Hotel Transylvania 3. Keegan Michael Key.
Okay.
Keegan Michael Key. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in it. And I think that's the main cast.
Okay.
There's probably some other people that I've forgotten. But it looks good.
When's it coming out?
Late this year. Pretty soon, actually. Like September or something.
All right.
November.
I guess we'll watch that.
Yeah.
But after hearing that plot, I'm not very confident that this is going to be good.
No, I kind of liked it. Even though even if it's just like a cheesy action movie, that'll be fine. I'm not expecting big things from it, but
I guess we'll see.
yeah.
All right, then. Well, that's it in terms of news.
Yeah, so short news segment today.
Yeah.
Not much news. There is other shit, but can't be bothered talking about, to be honest.
There's a lot of Ant-Man and the Wasp stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that before we see it.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that next week when we talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp.
But apparently, it's a goddamn delight.
Yes, well, we said that last week as well. Yeah.
But we'll find out next week if
Yeah.
it's actually a delight. So let's review this piece of shit.
Okay. Hotel Transylvania 3. I don't know why we ended up watching this.
No idea. We just want to be a bit different. So
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, let's watch Sicario, but we're like, no, let's watch Hotel Transylvania 3.
We haven't seen any of the other two.
Yeah, we both haven't seen either of the other two. So what do you think?
It's not great. It's definitely not good.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good, but for some reason I was entertained. For, like, parts of it. There was boring parts as well.
Yeah.
There were some parts that definitely dragged, and I didn't really get where it was going, but there were some parts that were entertaining.
Yeah.
And I think kids would enjoy it.
The kid
But-
next to me had a great time.
Yeah, we were basically in a cinema full of...
Not full of kids. There was like,
Yeah, it was
like
actually pretty
800
empty.
people in the movie.
It was pretty empty. We were in the back row, and there was probably 2 rows in front of us that had people in them, and then the rest was empty. And it was a pretty big cinema, surprisingly. Yeah, I thought it was entertaining in parts, but definitely not great. Probably the worst movie we've seen this year.
It's the worst movie we've seen this year. I gotta say, the story's shit and really bad.
So what's the story?
Story. I don't know, this guy, the Adam Sandler's character is a monster. They go onto like a boat or some shit, because his daughter thinks he is working too hard, but he just wants to get hit up by chicks. He's on Tinder. There's like a monster Tinder part at the start. I'm like, what the fuck's this? Yeah, so he wants to get hit up by some chicks, and then he likes the girl who's the captain on the boat, but the captain on the boat wants to kill him.
For some reason.
That's basically the story.
Well, we'll keep it at non-spoilers for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a prelude to the movie, which is with Van Helsing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Van Helsing?
Yeah, Van Helsing. There was a Hugh Jackman movie called Van Helsing.
Yeah, apparently that's really shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, Van Helsing wants to kill Dracula.
Yeah, which is basically what... I think Van Helsing hunts.
Monster hunter.
Monster hunter, yeah.
But that's like the main story.
That's the main story, but there's a lot of...
No one really cares about that, to be honest. The parts that I enjoyed were just these random parts in the middle that have nothing to do with the story at all.
There's a lot of characters, and I don't know if you have to watch the other movies, but...
There's so many characters.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
There's like 20 main characters, and they all have tiny subplots.
Yeah.
Like, there's this green blob. He has a subplot where he throws up a child, and then they basically bond together. It's like they've probably got 5 minutes of screen time in overall, but it's just this random subplot that keeps coming up.
And then there's the wolf.
The wolves
with like 200 kids, and then there's Frankenstein and his wife.
Yep.
And then there's the mummy dude.
There's the invisible dude.
The invisible couple, and then there's this massive dog.
Oh yeah, the dog, and then the two kids.
And
then his daughter.
And her husband. And then his dad.
Oh yeah, his dad and the witches.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of random shit. So, like, all these characters probably...
It's got more characters than Avengers.
No, this is the biggest crossover in history. This is what the monster universe was going to be.
Yeah, it was meant to be this.
Tom Cruise was going to be in this.
So let's talk about the cast.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler is Dracula.
He's okay, I guess.
He's okay.
Yeah.
Probably one of his better movies, to be honest.
Yeah.
Of recent times, yeah.
He didn't piss me off that much.
Yeah.
He's fine.
You can't even tell that. It's because he's got that accent.
He's got an accent on. Do you know who wasn't that good? Selena Gomez. Everything she said was really fake. And it just sounded not great.
So Selena Gomez is his daughter. And then Andy Samberg is...
Her husband. Yeah.
He's not really in it that much.
He's not in that much. He's alright though.
Yeah. We'll talk about it in spoilers, but there's a very ridiculous plot point towards the end of the movie.
That was fucking shit. The end of this movie is the worst thing. Oh, it was so shit. We'll talk about that in spoilers.
Yeah. So who else is in the cast?
Kevin James.
Kevin James is Frankenstein.
So it's got the classic Adam Sandler crew, basically.
Which movie are all these guys in? Grown-Ups or something?
Grown-Ups. We've got Kevin James as Frankenstein. We've got David Spade as Jack Griffin. I think he's one of the invisible dudes. Joe Jonas is in it.
Who's he?
I don't know who he is.
Look it up. I'm very intrigued to see who he is.
Okay. Joe Jonas. Joe Jonas is the Kraken. He's the Kraken.
Is that at the end?
The purple monster.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's more of a cameo.
Yeah, he's a cameo. It's got Steve Buscemi as the werewolf, Molly Shannon as the wife werewolf, Keegan-Michael Key is Murray, the mummy, and other big people, Chrissy Teigen.
Who's that?
She's, I don't know actually I think she's a model, but she's John Legend's wife. That's how I know her. She's the Invisible Woman, but she's hardly in it.
Well, we couldn't see her, so you never know. She might have been in it the whole time.
Yeah. And Catherine Hahn plays Erica.
Yes. Who's the main villain, I guess? Well, the villain.
Yeah, the villain. And that's pretty much the main cast. There's other people in it as well. The guy who directed this movie plays the blob, the green blob character, who actually doesn't talk. He just makes sounds. Yeah. It's like blub, 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 blub. So the director chose a really good role. What did you like out of this?
What did I like?
Not much.
I guess the voice cast was alright.
Yeah.
They're okay. and just the random stuff that happens.
The random stuff.
I think if the random stuff wasn't in it, it would just be very boring.
Oh, it'd be so boring.
And the story isn't great.
Yeah.
You kind of see where it's going to go.
They don't do as many random things. They just get so boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not great by any standard. We haven't seen the other two movies, though. Maybe if you watch them, you're more connected to the characters.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly. So I watched a bit of the second one on Netflix, and it was very random.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to watch the first one first.
When the first 15 minutes of this movie, I was really confused. Do you know how it takes a while to get into the movie and everything
Actual
happens
story.
so quickly?
Yeah.
Like, it's just random stuff happens really quickly, and you're like, okay, wait, what?
Yeah. Well, in the second one, spoilers for the second one, but in the first 20 minutes, so like Selena Gomez, the character gets married, and then like 2 minutes later, she has a kid, and then like another 5 minutes later, he's already 5 years old, and he's having his 5th birthday party.
Pretty much what happens in this as well. There's like so many time jumps and just really random stuff at the start. There's a wedding at the start of this one as well, and the character hardly comes back.
The spiky one.
Yeah, spiky one. Does he get married?
I think so.
Oh yeah, because there's a party and it's just random shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's random. But basically, they go on the cruise and they hit like 3 different destinations.
Yeah, so the last one's Atlantis.
Yeah.
Which ends up being
Vegas.
Pretty much, Vegas.
Yeah.
And then there's some island in between, and then there's
the volcano.
The volcanoes.
It just felt like it was stalling the 2 middle parts where they go off and it's just they play music in the background and the family just does random shit together.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck am I watching? Like there's this part with the volcano and they all go underwater and there's at least a 5-minute scene where it's just them swimming around.
Yeah.
And there's nothing happening other than them just swimming around.
Yeah, there's not much.
Yeah. And also, each shot in this movie is about 5 seconds too long. Did you realize that?
Yeah.
They
seem to linger a bit longer than they should.
Yeah, so it's like they got to the end of the movie and they're like, oh shit, this is only 45 minutes.
Let's just add some extra.
5 seconds longer on each scene and then we'll get an hour and a half.
It's like that, that scene in Apocalypse? When Wolverine runs out of the facility.
Yeah.
And they show him running into like the woods.
Yeah.
But they keep showing him running for like an extra
longer than they need
10 seconds. Like he's just running.
It's
like that, but
like
for the whole movie.
The whole movie, yeah. And it gets worse as it goes on, I reckon.
Yeah, it started off all right.
Yeah.
It started off okay, I thought, but yeah.
It gets more and more boring as it goes on.
All right. I guess we'll give our ratings, then we'll have I don't think there's much to spoil, but we'll have a quick spoiler discussion.
At the end.
Yeah. All right. My rating is, it's going to have to be the lowest one I've given so far, so I'm pretty much making up this rating, but don't have to watch it.
Don't watch it.
I wouldn't say don't watch it. Like, it's not terrible. It's not like the worst thing ever.
It's still not. I've seen worse stuff than this.
Yeah. But I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But if you have kids, they might have a good time.
Yeah, they'll probably have a good time.
But I would say you don't need to watch it. That's my rating.
22.7.
Okay, 22.7.
Yeah.
All right. Spoilers. The ending.
The end. I think that's the only thing we need to talk about in spoilers. But basically, it's like a music battle.
Well, the twist is that, well, it's not really a twist. You see it coming the whole time.
Yeah.
But the captain of the ship is Van Helsing's great-granddaughter. And for some reason, Van Helsing's still alive because he makes this contraption that
keeps him alive.
Like, it's just his head and the rest of his body's just a machine.
It's a kid's movie, so I'm just like, yeah, fair enough, whatever.
Yeah. Basically, she was brought up to kill monsters the whole time.
Yeah.
And they have to go to Atlantis to find this.
It's like, it's at the start, they don't really explain what
it's meant to be this weapon that can kill all the monsters.
But it
ends up being a scroll of music.
Yeah, so it's a scroll of music. And basically, the end scene is the villain just playing the music on a keyboard. Yeah, it's like dubstep.
Yeah. So he's playing this music, and then the Kraken, when it hears the music, it kills all the monsters.
And then the way they stop the Kraken's actually a good guy, it's Joe Jonas. So the way they stop the Kraken from killing people is other music.
Playing happy music.
Yeah. So
courtesy of Andy Samberg.
Yeah. And so it goes back and forth with this dubstep and then other random music. Well, what did they play? They played...
The first one they played was... Shit, I can't even remember. The last one I remember, it's the Macarena.
Oh, yeah, that was...
And then there was Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Don't Worry, Be Happy. I can't remember what the first one was.
Yeah, and then there was some other song that was first.
And there's probably a 5-minute scene at the end where it shows all the characters, each character, all the 20 that we spoke about, doing the Macarena for no reason. They just all do the Macarena. Including the Kraken. Even the bad guy does the Macarena.
At the end, yeah.
It's absolute. Yeah, the last 20 minutes of this movie was so bad. It was just dog shit.
Yeah, it wasn't great. What else was there to spoil? There's not much really,
Yeah, I'm surprised they keep making these.
They must be making money. What do you think of the animation?
I thought it was not great.
Yeah, I think in terms of animation, Pixar, Disney are the best.
Yeah.
And the movies are the best, by far.
Yeah.
And then there's probably...
DreamWorks is not bad.
Although they've made some not great ones as well.
But they also do like How to Train Your Dragon and stuff like that, which is really good.
Kung Fu Panda's alright. So they've done some good ones. And then there's this, which is Sony Animation.
Yeah.
And there's the Despicable Me ones, which is the Universal Animation. So I would rate this around the same as, in terms of animations, probably around the same as the Despicable Me.
Despicable Me. It's kind of a similar story to Despicable Me
as well.
Yeah.
Is it 3?
Is it 3 or 2?
I think it's 2 when he meets the girl.
When he meets the girl.
Yeah,
it's like a similar story to that, how he's like trying to find a girl. And what's with all these movies that we watch where they introduce the character as someone good and then 20 minutes later they just become someone bad?
This one was way too obvious though.
Yeah.
Like, the moment I saw her, I thought she was bad.
Yeah, you just knew it. Pretty much the same as Jurassic World.
Yeah.
And the same as
Incredibles 2. 3 weeks in a row now.
3 weeks in a row we've had this shit.
So if Ant-Man and the Wasp
has an obvious villain chain.
Yeah.
Then we're...
I don't think it does though. I think it's just a villain.
Yeah, Hollywood's just really into these obvious villain changes this year. Who was your favourite character?
The Blob?
That was what I was going to say as well. Even though he has nothing to do
I like the fish. They're like the people that work on this cruise ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty funny, I guess.
I just remembered one of the most ridiculous parts. Both of us just absolutely cracked up laughing when this happened. But basically, they have this dog, and they dress him up in a coat, hat.
And they call him Bob.
Call him Bob, because they're not allowed to bring the dog. The 2 kids do this. And they call him Bob, and then everyone gets tricked, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah, it's just Bob. And they're not sure who it is.
And it's got this little hat on him.
It's got a little hat on and a coat, and that's it.
Yeah.
He looks exactly the same otherwise. Then at the end...
His hat falls off.
His hat falls off. And then the mum's like, oh no, it's Twinkles, or whatever his name is. And you're like, what the fuck? You can't just expect us to ignore that. You just put a hat on a dog and expected no one to recognize who it was.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty funny though.
That part was pretty funny. It was so ridiculous that it was funny.
Yeah, it was so...
And there was this other part where the fish, it just shows the fins playing music. And then this guy starts rapping. He sings it's pretty much
downtown.
Just talking.
He sings Downtown by, what's his name? Macklemore. Yeah. But he's pretty much just talking. It's like spoken word.
Yeah. Yeah. There's parts like that were kind of funny. But the actual story wasn't that like, it just wasn't interesting.
It wasn't interesting. It wasn't that funny either. Yeah, I wouldn't say Andy Samberg's character, Adam Sandler's character was that funny.
Nah.
Kevin James...
Not
David
really.
Spade.
No.
The werewolf's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Just at the end, when they're like, oh, we got tranquilized and put in a room for 2 days.
Yeah.
We're going to book it again in the summer. I thought that was pretty funny. Other than that, the funniest character's the Blob.
And the Blob doesn't say anything.
The Blob doesn't say anything. There's this cute story how the Blob throws up from seasickness and then he has a son.
Yeah. And then he has He makes a
pet.
A dog or something? Yeah.
It's probably... That should have been the main story. They should have followed that more often. That was only in it for like 5 minutes.
But yeah, that's it. I guess we don't. If you have kids, they might. If they like the first two, they might enjoy this one.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Kids in our cinemas seem to. The
Yeah,
five kids
fun.
that were in the cinema seem to enjoy it.
I think they'll enjoy it. It's not the worst. I can probably think of
Worse movies.
Worse
Yeah,
movies.
there's probably worse.
Yeah, there is stuff in this for adults as well. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's not just for kids.
Yeah,
There
but
is-
it's not nowhere near like the Pixar or Disney movies.
Yeah. It tries to be like that, I guess, but it just doesn't work.
All right. Well, next week we've got Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, that's a big one.
That's a big one. Might have a guest. We might not have a guest. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
So we'll have a lot to talk about Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm looking forward to it more because I want to see what happens in relation to Infinity War.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's a goddamn delight.
That too.
Yes.
Too. All right. I guess, we don't have much else to say this week, so we'll wrap it up. How do people contact us?
Email, cognitive recalibration. That's not how you say, but cognitive recalibration podcast at gmail.com. And then at cogrecab Twitter.
Yep.
And cognitive recalibration Facebook and Instagram.
We are still not on Spotify.
Yeah.
We're on iHeartRadio,
My favorite.
iTunes, and Stitcher Radio. Probably found us on one of those.
Yeah, if you're not listening to this on one of those, then how are you listening to this?
It's a good question.
Yeah. A bit of a paradox there.
We should be on Spotify soon, hopefully, maybe in a couple of weeks. We introduced the theme last week, so hopefully people like it.
Looking forward to next week. It'll be
Yeah,
better
hopefully
than
next
this
week's
week.
a better episode than this week.
Yeah. Also, no, but this week's episode was amazing because Hotel Transylvania 3, we're the first ones to review it online.
Yes.
So if anyone's out there looking forward to it,
Then
There you
you've found a place where you can hear two guys talk about it.
yeah, two middle-aged men talking about it. I don't know if
Yeah.
I'm middle-aged, but yeah.
Yeah.
You're definitely
Yeah, I
middle-aged.
definitely am.
Yeah.
All right, then. We'll catch you guys next week for Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah, see you guys.
See you later. Bye.